A disciple came to a great master, troubled by the questions of life. The disciple felt a great disturbance within and didn't know how to calm it. The master smiled and asked him to take a short journey. The master and disciple kept walking, but the master didn't say a word. The disciple was surprised but continued to follow the master's every step. The atmosphere was peaceful and serene. After some time, they reached the bank of a river. The master gestured for the disciple to sit. The disciple quietly sat down, but his mind was racing with questions. The master still hadn't spoken. Finally, the disciple couldn't hold back his restlessness and asked, "Master, why haven't you said anything?" The master just smiled and pointed toward the river. The disciple tried to understand. The master gently asked, "Can you hear?" The disciple listened carefully to his surroundings. All he could hear was the sound of the river's flow. He felt it wasn't an answer but stayed patient. The master said, "Remaining silent and listening is the greatest teaching in life. When you become silent, you can hear the real answers." The disciple began to absorb these words deeply. After a while, the disciple began to feel the disturbance within him ease. He realized that even without words, the master was teaching him. This was the hidden truth in silence. The master said, "When you remain silent, you can hear the voice within you, the voice that the noise of the world had drowned out." The disciple started to understand this more clearly. The disciple realized that he couldn't always find solutions by speaking or asking questions. Sometimes, the answers come from just listening, without saying anything. The master said, "All the answers you seek are within you, but you need silence to hear them." The disciple nodded in agreement, grasping the wisdom in those words. In the silence, the disciple realized he had found answers to many of the questions troubling him. He understood that silence was the key to the next phase of his journey. The master finally said, "Always remain silent, for without silence, you will never truly know the truth." The disciple took these words to heart. The disciple realized that in the silence, he had received the peace and answers he had been searching for all these years. His journey had truly just begun. The master and disciple resumed their journey. Now, the disciple's steps were filled with confidence and calm. He knew that silence was his greatest strength. The disciple had fully embraced the power of silence. Now, he could find answers to life's questions within himself, without any noise or distractions.